a city as old as Baltimore, finding new uses for old buildings is a constant issue. Well, schools present a special challenge. One city developer, though, is giving vacant Catholic school buildings new life as luxury apartments.
Kelly, he's almost finished transforming one former school and is hoping to start on a second school soon. Neighbors hope the projects will not only decrease blight, but also spur even more change in their community.
I mean, this has been abandoned for at least a decade.
When Chris Taylor comes across an old school, he sees more than just a building. He sees an opportunity.
I'm a fanatic for old buildings. I think it's phenomenal that this architecture we have in the city.
Architecture he hopes future tenants will appreciate too.
Yeah, this is the huge barrel roll ceilings you can see.
He marvels at the details while standing in his near-complete renovation of the old St. Patrick's School in Upper Fells Point.
I mean, for us, it's just the bare bones of the structure. I mean, they don't build 16, 18-foot ceilings anymore. They don't build 8-foot windows anymore. They don't build those kind of spaces anymore.
Though the building has great bones, it still wasn't easy to replace former classrooms with 11 luxury apartments.
This was really nasty. It wasn't a project you come in and just put a little money in, patch and paint, and have a rental. You needed to spend. This has been a year project.
Brian Sweeney has high hopes for Taylor's next project, 28 high-end apartments in the former Our Lady of Pompeii School in Highlandtown.
We need some capital investment on this side of the neighborhood. Some blocks obviously are nicer than others. We do have some very nice blocks over here, but all it takes is one or two properties to bring down a neighborhood.
The school is just one of several vacant properties at this intersection. In fact, there's one at each corner.
Nobody else is coming to the neighborhood and wanting to invest a couple of $1 million in our neighborhood, and this will really be a catalyst for us.
The Highlandtown Community Association held several meetings on the proposal over the past several months. Sweeney, the association's president, says the response has been mostly positive, though a few neighbors expressed concerns over having 28 apartments and just 10 off-street parking spaces.
To be honest, we'll take some additional parking pressures in the area just so that we can have the investment in the area.
We're back with all the original arch windows.
It's Taylor's specialty, investing in places that are on the fringe.
I think that's a huge value for many people. You know, if they want to live in the city, where else can you afford to live? You're really priced out of the main, you know, the Cantons and the Federal Hills of the world. You've really priced out most people.
And when dealing with old schools, it's a balancing act between preservation and renovation.
You don't want to destroy the beauty of the old building, but you also want to make it livable and modern and last for another 100 years.
Taylor expects the St. Patrick's School project to be completed by March. Meanwhile, a zoning hearing for the Our Lady of Pompeii proposal is scheduled for February 10th. The Highlandtown Community Association is putting their support behind the project and is working on a memorandum of understanding to issue to Taylor.